it's Jen. I am out here sitting outside my house in the 42-degree weather to film a November setup video. It was just so dark inside my house, so I am bundled up, sitting out here in my boots and my sweatshirt and my leggings and a scarf and everything else to film this video. This is my November setup. I have most of it in here. I don't have everything, of course, because I typically never have everything. Even throughout the month I add bits and pieces and take stuff away as I go. This is what I have so far. This is what I have ready, and I'm super excited to share it with you. I changed around a few things. My goal is to make my planner as functional as possible for me. I've done the heavy decorations and stuff like that, and it ends up taking away from how I feel I can use a planner effectively. So my goal lately has been to get my planner as functional as possible, the sections how I need them, the layout how I need it, etc., and show how I use the Cocoa Daisy to enhance that and use it within being functional for me. And that way it hopefully shows you all that there's decorative styles of planning, functional styles of planning, and Cocoa Daisy fits within all of that. So here's my planner. The first thing you all probably notice that is different from the last few months I've done this is not my clove. This is still personal spice rings from Foxy Fix, but this is in the color Salt. It is a beautiful white color, and I was originally going to save this for Christmas because I knew it would look gorgeous with the Christmas kit and keep my clove for November. But when I got the November kit and I put it up against this Salt, I just could not resist going ahead and putting it in here. Now, as you guys probably recognize, I have some of my typical goodies on here. Here's my swag from Lisa at Fir and Yew. I have some goodies down here. I have some, this is a charm from Fir and Yew, the floral one. I have some other stuff from Studio Signet from Erin, and just a couple of different things that are all gorgeous fall colors. But then look at this. When I open up my planner, just look how gorgeous this looks. It just looks like a beautiful white cream colored fall harvest pumpkin to me. So like I said, this is the beginning of my planner. I'm trying to make stuff as functional as possible while still being pretty and decorative, because I do love how beautiful we can make these planners look. So going with that theme, the very first thing I did was I stuck one of the notepads that came back in the Cocoa Daisy kit. I think this is adorable, and I think it will match any kit. I stuck it here in the front pocket. I took it out for a while because I was like, that's not as decorative. I need to put pretty die cuts and stuff like that, but I want to be able to use my pocket. I make lists, I jot stuff down all the time, and while I do use my inbox, which you guys know about, and I'll show again here in a second, there are also times that I don't even take the time to do that. I literally flip open my planner and jot something down right here and stuff, and so I missed having a notepad here. So I have this notepad, and I literally just stuck it down in the front pocket, and it's there anytime I need to make a little note. I still have the October kit papers, some November, but mostly the October stuff. Like I was saving this for next week for trick or treat and stuff like that. So I still have stuff that I will use this week and even next. So I keep that in my front pocket as usual. And then behind it, I just have this laminated doily that I keep just to add a little pretty pop of color. So here's the first thing in my planner. This is one of the acetates that came. I wish you guys could see this. If you guys do not have a Cocoa Daisy kit, it's foiled. It's gold foil, and it's backwards. I put it on backwards. I'll have to flip it around, but do you see that? I was putting it in last night before I took it. Look how gorgeous that is. So I will flip it around so that it will show from the front. Here's my first dashboard, my first divider. It is my inbox. This time I took the little tabbed divider that comes in the Cocoa Daisy personal pages, and I just trimmed off the tab so I could put it in here because I love this quote. I love that it says 2018 in November, so I put that in here for my first page, and I love it. And then it has the monthly on the back, which I think is really cute. And then this is my inbox as usual. These are the sticky notes. I just stick them on here, and I love that it follows the autumn theme, you know, throughout the month. Stuff that needs to be taken care of, whatever, I stick here. And this is where I always come when I first open my planner. Can I just say, look at this open. Look how gorgeous all of these colors look together. Is that not beautiful? This is my add to planner page. You can see that I just check stuff off as it's added to the planner. Nothing fancy, stuff that needs to be put in on my weekly stuff. So my fold out yearly, where I track my daily Fox prompt days. My next section is my, oh, I have to show you all this. Look at this. Okay, this is from Katie Jo Collections, but look at this. Oh my gosh, this is from Mary Kay at Colibri Charms. Do you see that? That is so gorgeous. I have her other charms that I got for November, the multicolored beads and the tassel ready to go to be put on my planner. But I took this idea from Christine, Teach Plan Craft, and took the clip and just put it on a paper clip so that it's a dangle now, and I love it. So this is my first section after my inbox. This is my calendar, and look how pretty this is. I love this when I open this. Oh, look at the little foxies. I love that. Look at those foxes. I love how the colors go together. And when the acetate itself is lifted up, you can see that it's lighter color. So I intentionally left this blank. This is usually where I put my goals and stuff for the month. I may still go back and do that, but I love how that looks and how those colors pop against the white. And I'm afraid if I cover this in writing, it might not pop as much. So I might leave that and put my goals somewhere else, since I have other notes pages within the planner. So this, look at Simon. Look how cute. So this is my monthly. And again, I'm trying to be practical. I color code my kids, myself and my husband, family activities. They each have a color. I was writing them in their own color coded pen, which I keep right here, and I still do that. But for this, I wrote it all in a navy blue pen and just highlighted. And you can tell that I didn't finish highlighting yet, but super simple. Stuff that I wanted to pop, like fall back and my daughter's having a sleepover, I put in stickers. But everything else is just so simple, just an overview of the month. This is a past weekly. This is my current weekly. See, again, super simple, super simple. That was a vertical. Next week I will be switching, because I like to switch, to a horizontal with notes. I love this, and I've used it before with the Cocoa Daisy week on one page inserts, the colorful ones, but I'm using those in a different way this time. I'm giving it a try, and you'll see here in a second. So these are just inserts that I printed off, but what I did do was I printed off the front page this way, and then the back, let me get to it because it started after this. The back I printed in the Cocoa Daisy printable. So this side, the horizontal, is this that I got, you know, myself, and then here on the back is the Cocoa Daisy, and then I trimmed the edges for November in the washi. That way they stand out. I love this because I have this section marked anyway with my bookmark for the day, but I love that when you look at the side of my planner, you'll see the planning pages. So this will be to-dos, listing, etc. This will be scheduled activities and items, and I'll just, you know, it'll mostly be like this because, again, I'm just trying so hard. Things have just been so busy and hectic lately that I'm trying so hard to just be practical for now. Typically when things slow down is when I go all out in my decorating, like over the summer. And even as weird as it sounds, as opposite as it sounds for some other people, Christmas time always slows down because none of our kids are in activities right then. Everybody's on break, and it's just a wonderful, peaceful time of being together, and I decorate the heck out of my planner. So I'm looking forward to that. But for right now, it's simple, it's color coded with my Foxy notes on the back, my Foxy washi, I'm sorry, my Cocoa Daisy notes on the back, my Cocoa Daisy washi on the sides to flip to it easily. And so I have an entire month's worth in here. You can see that I wrote the dates, and it goes all the way to the end of November. After that is my daily section. I washed these two, and I don't have them all in here, but you'll see why here in just a second. I'm pretty sure Jen Crowder, Happy Place Planning, did this, but the daily pages, for the longest time, I used them as front and back. And like we talked about before, they're not meant to go that way. They're meant to be a day on 2 pages. So I washed this to the front for just a quick week overview of our meals. I'm going to use this for my meal planner, and I used to have it back in here and I was not using it effectively. So I'm going to have it here, and that way just a quick overview of what we're going to eat that day, because where things are so crazy, I've been using the daily inserts more. So what I do is I just wash one in, and then I put in a week's worth of pages. I actually just put in 5 pages, like Monday through Friday, simply because our weekends settle down a little bit. And so then what I'll do is just flip it, and it can close over, flip it, can close over, and that way I can see the entire week overview no matter what day that we're on. this is typically the side that I use the most. This is where I jot down notes and stuff. So I'm good with having this over here and this over here. If I need to lift this up, I can. So I put in 5 weeks worth, or 5 days worth for the week. And then I washi my next one. And see, I have the dates on here. I used the date stickers, the Cocoa Daisy date stickers. And I had help putting them on, in case you couldn't tell. They're a little lopsided, but my 3-year-old helped me and I love it. Now, I do not have the entire, see, you can see this one's already washi again. I typically only kept a week's worth of daily pages in here. So I put more in to go ahead and washi these in, but I need to add my other daily pages in that'll slip in between here for the weeks. Because typically what I do is after I use my daily pages, I take them out. So, just to save room in my planner, to thin my planner out. So what I'll do is I'll use these for the week. Then when I get to my next weekly page, this one, I'll take this whole section out of all these weekly and daily pages. And then I'll be here for the 5th through the 11th and etc. So I need to add in the other daily inserts that I have that come in the personal kit, and gobble, because that is all you can say for Thanksgiving. So this will be my meal plan, and I'll just jot down what meals we're having along with what days, and that way when I plan out our days, how crazy they are, I know if it needs to be a crock pot day or a kid making their own meal day, or etc. So again, just trying to be a little bit more practical and efficient with how I group my actual planning. So moving on, after that is my pre-planning section. You'll have seen this a million times. Horizontal week on one page, no grid or anything like that, just back to back. I have it all the way through next summer. It goes through June, I believe, or July, and yeah, the beginning of July. And I already have stuff written in here. I had doctor's appointments and stuff like that. It's color coded, it's messy, and it just helps with jotting stuff down. When I come here and do the add stuff to my planner, this is the section that it goes in. This is where it goes. This is where it's messy and all of that for any future planning we have for myself, my husband, or any of our 5 kids. Next is notes. I'm probably going to flip past a couple of these. Just dot grid notes. I have a pretty good section in here, a pretty good chunk. I take a lot of notes. I do a lot of doodling. Just a typical, I think my phone's kind of getting a little tilted. I'm sorry. Bear with me. Just some die cuts in a Foxy pocket. I love it, and I just, stuff that matches the theme, the fall and the pumpkins and the candles. This is my social media and my content section. Again, I've talked about before, I'm lucky enough to represent some shops, and I am so thrilled to do it. I have each shop their own section, and I just repeat the date and mark down what I do that day. And I also have the Cocoa Daisy prompts in here every month. I just copy them straight over from the printable that they send out and that they post on their Instagram, and that way I know what's coming up each day. So it's very handy to have it, because I would always save it to my camera roll, and then it would get buried in pictures because I take a billion pictures. Here's just another Foxy pocket with just some more fall themed die cuts. This is my family section. Again, a lot of the rest of this is going to be the same. All of my kids are color coded. They each have, their own section for appointments and stuff like that. Outrageously handy. The gorgeous vellum from the November kit. This actually came from one of the memory kits, the 12 by 12 memory kits, and it just matched so perfectly that I just left it in here. I thought it was so pretty. Prayer requests. These are inserts where I just write down prayers and contact people over stuff that they need and stuff like that. Coupon codes. The countdown to Christmas from SewMuchCrafting. I haven't filled a ton of it out yet, but in case y'all were wondering, I did fill this out, which is the Hallmark Christmas schedule. The new movie's coming out. I'm so excited about that. So I put this all down here. Budget, gift ideas, etc. So it's a handy little insert. This is for school. These are inserts where I track what we do for school and their assignments. Books that we read, that we've read. I typically do this with my oldest daughter because she's reading a lot of awesome books right now, so I'm reading through them with her, and we track those in here. Our map. And here is my food section. Now, this is where I used to keep my meal planning. I literally never flipped to it after I wrote out my meals. Never did it. It was a huge waste for me. I did not use it effectively. That's why I'm trying to do it up here in my planning section where I actually spend a lot of time. So I moved that up here. This I'm going to try to do better about keeping a log of stuff that I eat. I might actually, since this is so large, try to color code it and do it for a week, because I don't want to take up a whole page for just one day, because then, you know, it's like once these are gone, they're gone. So I might try to do like Monday in pink, Tuesday in blue, Wednesday in green, and just jot down what I have, and see how I do with doing that. So I'm trying to be healthier. After that is my house log. It is our tracker, our zone cleaning. I use these inserts where I write down, I haven't got to December yet, but I correspond it, like I highlight the week according to what zone we're in, and then jot down in here what we want to do for each zone for the month, for our, you know, cycle cleaning and stuff like that. Stuff to buy, stuff to do, etc. This is just a little divider that I made actually with October, and it came with the October pin loop, and I tabbed it because I was originally going to use it actually as a bookmark closer to the front of my planner, but this pen is so thick that it jumbled everything up. So it's here in the back. It holds my pen, and that is it, I believe, guys. Like I said, I didn't change a ton, but I changed enough that I hope this will make my planner much more effective for me and how I use it, and you know, my productivity and stuff like that. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to give me a shout. As always, you can follow me over on Instagram. My name is Graceful Planner. And if any of you have watched this that have not yet subscribed to Coco Daisy, feel free to ask me any questions. Feel free to ask anything you want to know. And also, if you do end up subscribing, if you put my name in the notes, they'll send you a coupon for $10 off in their store, which is awesome because I buy stuff from their store just about every month to add to my box. So, like I said, give me a shout if you have any questions. I'll leave links and stuff like that in the bottom, as always. And I hope you all have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.